is premised on Order 8, Rule 46, under matters of urgent public importance. I want to crave the indulgence of this very honorable House to consider my motion on the recent influx of unidentified herdsmen into several local government areas of Benue State that has resulted in conflicts with the loss of over 16 lives just in the past week. And I want to also crave the indulgence of this House to suspend the relevant rules to allow me to take this motion. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Firstly, North, Mobi South, Maiha Federal Constituency of Adamawa State. I rise to second the motion that we take this as urgent and take it now.
Those in favor are from Delta State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the seconding of the motion that all relevant rules be suspended so that I can take this matter now. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Of unidentified herdsmen into Benue State and the consequent threat to life, peace, and property. The House is alarmed at the recent influx of hundreds of unidentified herdsmen and their cattle into several towns and villages in Agatu, Buruku, Gwe West, and Makudi local government areas of Benue State, and the reported loss of over 16 lives and millions of naira worth of property and farmland in the last week due to the alleged attacks by these herdsmen on communities in the state. The House is aware that it has become a recurring decimal for herdsmen to migrate to Benue and other states in Nigeria every year in search of greener pasture for their cattle. And with the absence of designated ranches or grazing reserves, these cattle often encroach on cultivated farmland and water resources of the communities where they graze, triggering conflicts that have cost Nigeria thousands of lives and hundreds of millions of naira in property and farmland in the last couple of years. The House is worried that these conflicts have continued unabated across the country, particularly in Benue State, with no arrests or prosecutions, no record of the identity or nationality of these herdsmen, and no intervention from the government or international community for the plethora of internally displaced persons created by these conflicts. The House is also worried that with the agitation, anger, and complaints emanating from the communities experiencing this recent influx, the likelihood of more conflict is very high, and it informs the need for very urgent, proactive action by the relevant security, law enforcement, and intelligence authorities. The House therefore resolves to mandate the House Committees on Police Affairs, Public Safety, National Security and Intelligence, and Defense to liaise with the Inspector General of Police, the National Director of the State Security Services, and the Minister of Defense to deploy the relevant operatives and intelligence mechanism to forestall further loss of lives and property and breakdown of law and order by ascertaining the identity and origin of these herdsmen and the perpetrators and sponsors of these conflicts. The House also resolves to mandate the aforementioned House committees to also appeal to their related agencies to liaise with the affected state government.
Silence, honorable members,
on the possibility of creating a joint task force to monitor the influx of these herdsmen and create a database with their identity, origin, quantity of livestock, and location within individual communities. The House finally resolves to mandate the House committees on NEMA and IDPs to liaise with their related agencies to provide required assistance to communities affected by these conflicts in line with a resolution passed by this very honorable House identifying victims of conflicts with herdsmen also as IDPs. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Silence on
any seconder.